Alright, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna be doing some 100,000 feet flight. So you're gonna have to excuse me, it's a little bit noisy in the background. I have put the gain up a little bit so that you will be able to hear my voice a little better this time. So we're gonna be flying the F22, which is a very great plane, and we're gonna do it let's see. Edwards Air Force Base, and since this is going to be a little bit more viewable, I'm going to put daytime to about noon. So alright, that should be it. Let you see how this goes. Putting the track IR on, thinking that it's still operational. I'll find out, because that's just one thing that, yeah, it's on. That's just one thing that you can't live without once you've actually started using it. So alright, 100,000 K limit, so it's cold dark, meaning that we have to put the battery on. There you go. And then we're gonna see if we can get the track IR with us. Alright. And it won't. There you go. Parking brake on. And this one is a little bit more complicated because you have to know your way around the plane, or it won't take off. So you really have to know your things here. Switching to hang on. The track IR isn't with us today. It's to remind you, it's a little over 6 in the morning here, so it's boost up for everything here. So quick start. It's a very easy plane. It's a pilot's plane, so everything should go pretty smooth. And again, we are looking for the engines building up some temperature. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to put the microphone a little bit closer. There you go. Alright, looks like we are ready for takeoff. Parking brakes off, and here we go. 100,000 K limit, and that is about I'd say 1,000 feet is about 300 meters. So just multiply it, and you have the excuse me. There you go. I'm gonna go with cruise setting. It depends a little bit on what you want to see on the heads up. Alright, taking off. Again, could be a good thing to have some kind of power to the force feedback, because we do want to be able to feel every bit of turbulence. and power on. This is a very formidable plane, as you can see. And this is, I don't know whether this was or used to be the backup plan, or whether they actually did land the space shuttle. So it is one of the world's longer airstrip.
10, 20.
Gears up.
Gear up.
We're gonna build up a little bit. You can see the altimeter to the right, now showing that the climb rate is about 1300 feet per minute. And as you can see, it's broad daylight, but at the height we are gonna reach, it will allow us to gain some decent speed. So I'm gonna pull up a little bit. So we're gonna start from 10,000 feet about and build up some speed from there. And again, the rattling sound is from the joystick.
Cobalt 1-1's reporting on station. We've got 21.5.
All right.
Cobalt 1-1.
Building up some speed now. Just checking both engines are on. And we are about to build up some speed now. At 900 knots, full off the burners. And we are going to climb up to about 100,000 feet. So the last 35,000 feet we're going to plunge ourselves up. That's the only way to achieve that with this plane. We should be able to see all the way to California coast, so, and all the way up to Alaska. And reminding you that we are about at the same bearing as LA, just a little bit inland, 15,000 feet. We're diving now a little bit, picking up some speed, and then we're gonna climb at an angle of about 40 degrees. All right, let's just climb now. Let's just go 45. If we can achieve the height that we're looking for. 50 is a little bit too much. We want to maintain speed as long as possible. 50,000 feet. And as you can see, we are getting so high that the sky darkens. There's lack of oxygen up here, so here the atmosphere won't be. And now we're taking a high angle, pushing ourselves about 70 degrees, 90,000 feet. And I have to keep the plane steady because it's a huge risk for flipping it. It's getting very unstable. We are now at 110,000 feet. There you go. We're still maintaining speed, although it's just 50 knots now, and it's just barely. Now we are at 120 feet, 130 feet about, and now we are out of power. As you can see, we are basically almost out in space, not in orbit but in space, because there's pretty much non-existent oxygen up here. So this is, you can see the curvature of the horizon.
Limit. Stop.
And so now we are way up. Thinking that, yeah, we can see the California coast down there. All the way up. I'll see if I can make a turn here. It's basically falling now because we don't have engine power anymore. We're still above 100k. I'm gonna reset the altimeter. Yeah, you can see all the way up. So there you should have San Francisco way up there. And then you have the desert where we took up from. So basically now we should be somewhere not too far away from Lake Tahoe. I don't know exactly which one it is. Maybe you could point it out when we see it. And down here we have the west coast of the United States of America. Down to our right we have LA. It's a little bit cloudy as usual. I set the weather for realistic generation, so it should be somewhat accurate to the weather over there. We are gonna we are now at 44,000 feet, so we're pretty much on the way down already. And we are gonna go for a landing down in LA at LAX. We should be down here. Thinking this should be LA. Yeah. Yeah, down there I think I see Long Beach, some of the Burbank area. Alright, let's make a dive for it. Resetting the track IR. A little bit cloudy. Too bad. And we are now at Super Cruise. And what you hear in the background is some kind of a simulation as far as the pilot breathing due to the heavy G-forces. So as you can see, it went pretty fast, starting from Edwards Air Force Base. And we are definitely facing some clouds here. The visibility is going to be kind of limited. Somehow this doesn't look like LA, but it should be. I could be way wrong. It's kind of dense fog down here, so. And the track IR is messing up again. I'm sorry for that, folks. It doesn't seem to keep track on my head movements at the moment. Alright, now we're definitely over LA. Or could it be, I don't know. Just gotta keep a lookout for the altitude, because we're pretty low now, and at this speed I have to be ready. Seems to be some smog, or could it be, I mean, over there it's late evening at least. There we have Long Beach area.
1,000.
And yeah, as you can hear, this plane is pretty smart. You get a call out for altitude. So no, I don't think this is LA actually. I'm gonna take a little higher ground. Afterburners on. Although I do kind of recognize those radio antennas over there, so could be a little bit further ahead actually.
Cobalt 11's reporting on station. We've got a 21.5.
Over there you can see what I think is part of Devil's Island, and track IR is losing track again as usual. Like I said, LA is big, so I never did see it could be over here, really. It won't be taking too long to get over here and check it out. If not, we could actually go for San Francisco. We're up at 40,000 feet again. This doesn't look like LA, but I'm gonna take a sweep to the left, or barboard. See if I can make a turn here without causing too much of a instability. Well, like I said, some of you guys might know your way around here a lot better than I do. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a landing somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Usually I put in ambient traffic, such as traffic planes, commercial airplanes, that is, and hobby planes and whatnot. Alright, we're gonna go down. I saw a airstrip down here, so we're gonna go for a landing there. I'll let you dive down into the clouds again and try to make a final. And again, the track IR is really messed up. Alright, there's an airfield. Resetting the altimeter. Reducing speed somewhat, and we are on final. This looks like a pretty small airfield, so we should try to use the runway to the fullest. But then again, everything seems small from above. About 300 knots, flap 2, and gears down.
Gear down.
Yeah, so basically, you don't want to turn too much with the flaps. The flaps should only be used in civil flights, and when you're on final, have the runway ahead of you. So the basic adjustment that you do is with the rudder, and not so much by turning the plane. It should be interesting. Yeah, I know I put the gear down way early, but it doesn't really matter at this moment.
1,000.
Resetting the track IR, hopefully it won't mess up the landing. Yeah, this is a very small airfield. I would think that it could be for hobby flights. For this baby, it will be a very short landing strip. But I should be okay. trying to keep my speed about 200 knots.
500.
Full flaps. This is a very small airfield.
Middle marker 100. 20. 10.
And we're down. Full brakes. Try not to skid the plane. And we're down. Let some fresh air in. And let's make a taxi off the runway. And try to park over here by the small building. And that's it. Alright, thank you for watching, and that was, I'm gonna put the parking brakes on it. There you go. And then the power generator
Caution,
off.
caution, APU, caution, caution, APU, caution, caution, APU,
And
caution,
that's
caution,
it.
APU, caution, caution, APU, caution, caution, APU.
Alright,
caution,
thank you for watching,
APU.
and that, my friends, was a 100,000 K plus flight from from Edwards Air Force Base to some place called, we could take a look here actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that airport designation up. But anyway, thanks for looking, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.